Financial planning. Mutual fund. Mutual fund is a professionally managed investment scheme usually run by an AMC, that is, asset management company. They invest the money given by the investors in different schemes. Example, equity fund in shares, debt fund in debentures, bonds, etc., or balanced funds as per the investor's choice. You may have heard or read this sentence that investment in mutual funds are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Interpret the meaning correctly. Sometimes, instead of profit, investment in mutual fund might give loss, which investors have to bear. As we get shares for the investment in share market, we get units when we invest in mutual fund. The market value of a unit is called NAV, that is net asset value. Net asset value of one unit into number of unit is equals to total fund value. As the market value of share changes frequently, net asset value of a unit also changes. One can redeem the units when needed. Investment in FDs of nationalized bank or Indian Postal Services are more secured and safe in comparison with other investments, but the rate of return is low. It hardly helps to overcome the rate of inflation. One must remember always that if money is invested wisely, it generates more money. For this knowledge of financial planning is of great help. Investment in shares and mutual funds should be made carefully because risk and returns always go hand in hand. Let us see some examples on mutual funds. Example 1. If the total value of mutual fund scheme is rupees 200 crores and 8 crore units are issued, then find the net asset value of one unit. Solution. Net asset value of one unit into number of unit is equals to total fund value. Net asset value is equals to rupees 200 crore upon 8 crore units, which is equals to 25 rupees per unit. Example 2. If net asset value of one unit is rupees 25, then how many units will be allotted for the investments of rupees 10,000? Solution. Number of units is equals to sum invested upon net asset value, which is equals to 10,000 upon 25 equals to 400 units. Systematic investment plan. Suppose one does not want to invest a big amount at once. Then one could invest small amounts at regular time intervals. Example, rupees 500 per month could be invested in mutual fund. Investment could be done monthly or quarterly. This way of investment is called systematic investment plan. Systematic investment plan develops discipline of savings. It is a good option which in long term can achieve one's financial goals. Investment in mutual funds through systematic investment plan for a long term is beneficial. It protects investors from market fluctuations. One should invest in mutual fund for minimum of 3 to 5 years to get better returns, and it is best if investment is for 10 to 15 years. Let us see few benefits of mutual funds. Professional fund managers, diversification of funds, transparency and sufficiently safe investment, liquidity, which means redemption of units can be done, limited risk, advantage of long-term and short-term gain, investment in funds like ELSS, that is equity-linked savings scheme, and admissible for deduction under Section 80C of income tax. Let us solve some sums to clear these concepts related to shares. Practice set 4.4. Question number 1. Market value of a share is rupees 200. If the brokerage rate is 0.3%, then find the purchase value of the share. Solution. Here, market value is equals to rupees 200. Brokerage is equals to 0.3% of market value, which is equals to 0.3 upon 100 multiplied by 200, which is equals to rupees 0.6. Purchase value of the share is equals to market value plus brokerage, which is equals to 200 plus 0.6, which is equals to rupees 200.60. Therefore, purchase value of the share is rupees 200.60. Question number 4. Srimati Desai sold shares of face value rupees 100 when the market value was rupees 50 and received rupees 4,988.20. She paid brokerage 0.2% and GST on brokerage 18%. Then how many shares did she sell? Solution. Here, face value of share is equals to rupees 100, market value is equals to rupees 50, selling price of shares is equals to rupees 4,988.20, rate of brokerage is equals to 0.2%, rate of GST is equals to 18%, brokerage is equals to 0.2% of market value, which is equals to 0.2 upon 100 multiplied by 50. Brokerage is equals to rupees 0.1. GST is equals to 18% of brokerage, which is equals to 18 upon 100 into 0.1. We get GST is equals to rupees 0.018. Selling price of one share is equals to market value minus brokerage plus GST, which is equals to 50 minus 0.1 plus 0.018. We get selling price of one share, which is equals to rupees 49.882. Number of shares is equals to selling price of all shares upon selling price of one share, which is equals to 4,988.20 divided by 49.882, which is equals to 100. Therefore, Srimati Desai sold 100 shares. Thank you for watching the Academic Squad.